Yo, 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 yo. Like, share, and subscribe. Big IV, Big Four. By the people, for the people, and this is the For the Real Only channel. It's not a game, it's not a test, it's the real thing. Like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay tapped in as well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm trying to wait till a couple people get in here. Maybe they can spread the word. But this is mainly information. Well, it's information for everybody because we're here to provide information on things like mhm. And you know what I mean by things. What I mean by things is the rap battle that's taking place this Friday on Friday Night Live. Um it'll be VC versus Yaya in the little battle this Friday. And you know, I'm probably, well, let me just go ahead because I know I'm probably have to repeat it several times anyway. Well, this is how we doing this. As far as let's get to the nitty gritty. As far as the winnings or whatever, there are no losers, so everyone will walk away with something. Everyone will walk away with something. Of course, the winner is gonna get, you know, the main part of that pot, and the loser, well, whoever that doesn't come out on top, it will be judged by three judges. Whoever doesn't come out on top will still get a fee just for participating. You know, and each time we do this, I would say maybe every time we do this, maybe if we do this a month in advance, people got time to prepare. We could do this every once a month or whatever. Um, we open up a pot. Right now, we got four people in that pot that's contributing to that pot. What up? So we got four people that's contributing to that pot so far. And like I said, the vast majority of that pot will go to the one that's voted the winner. I'm one of the judges so far. Moni, one of the judges, and we might just put the, I don't know, whoever. We'll see whoever's willing to be um, a judge. Maybe it'll be Rodney or somebody like that, or who knows. But we got Moni, you got me as a judge, or whoever we can find or whatever. Yeah, it will be judged on certain things like delivery and skill and things of this nature. You know what I'm saying? Um, what I'm saying for this particular thing here, when we doing this contest, this rap battle this Friday, I want to hear 3 rounds. I'm looking for 3 rounds. Um, if you rap, you should have an old written rhyme, something you might have put together way back in the day. So you want that written. I want that written, and then I want your battle rap. You don't have to go at each other as much, but I want to hear a rap that you would spit if you had an opponent. You know what I'm saying? If you was going at somebody, if this was an actual rap battle, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to hear. So if you, I know Yaya probably writing something specifically for VC. I would recommend VC do the same. But if he don't and he got something that's in that vein, you know what I'm saying? That'd be perfect. And then I want a raw, off the dome freestyle round. There will be each round, the conclusion of each round. Um, each judge will judge on a scale of 1 to 10 or whatever. Well, we ain't gonna even do it like that, like 10-9, 10-9. Who won what round? 10-9. We're just gonna do it like that. And after each round, and the end of that, whoever got the highest numbers will be the winner, and whoever didn't will get a fee just for participating. So anyway, like I said, we got four people and on the pot right now. And the pot, anytime we do this, the pot is open. So if anybody else want to contribute to the pot, I don't care if it's $5, $10, whatever, it's all going in the pot. So right now, like I said, we got four contributors to the pot. And we ain't gonna get into no particulars until Friday, but I will say we over $100 so far. So anybody want to put in on the pot and support these content creators, that's on you. Yeah, but whatever. I mean, you only gonna get what you put in though. So if I know somebody writing, I know what you said, Lariz, but if I know somebody writing something specifically for me, and I just don't, you might as well write something for them. You know what I'm saying? Because whoever judging it is gonna trust me. That's the part that's gonna stand out the most. You know, so like I said, we got a freestyle round, we got a written. You know what I'm saying? So I would come with my strongest written rhyme, and then we got the actual battle this round. So that's 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gonna do it. 4 people means 2 one-on-one battles. No, yeah, no, it's just a one-on-one battle that this you and Yaya and this first thing going against each other, and it's gonna be 3 rounds, 3 judges, you know. And like I said, it's a we looking for a freestyle round, a written round, and a diss round. You get what I'm saying? No, I said 4 people in the pot that have contributed to the prize. That's contributing. The pot is open though. Anyone else that wants to contribute to the pot can contribute to the pot. And how you contribute to the pot is by hitting my Cash App. So everyone is basically gonna send me the they portion of the money, and after it's concluded, like we do with the little contest we already been doing, we'll send the money off. So that's how it's gonna work. I ain't even know you was still up. I just figured I need to come explain this. I need Yaya to pop in here because I need to get this information to Yaya. What up, Trade? Uh, Ty. Sorry about that, manager. And so yeah, those are the rules. Nice and simple. Nice and simple. Nice and simple. 3 judges. You know what I'm saying? I'm judging. Moni going judge, and we need another judge. You know what I'm saying? 3 rounds. First round, freestyle round. Second round, written round. Third round, battle round. You know what I'm saying? Scoring on a 9 and 10 point must system. So if this person had a better round, he get a 10, and the other person get a 9. You know what I'm saying? That's simply how we doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I don't know what if he be around, I guess so. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, it'd be it's other guys. I'm pretty sure it'd be other guys in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Say what again? We got 3 rounds. The first round is a freestyle round. The second round is a written round. That means spit something you wrote. And the third round is the diss rap round, like if you was in the battle. So the aim is to get a 30 piece. So you basically you don't want you best of three. Whoever can take 2 rounds. Now don't come with no uh written and trying to pass it off as a freestyle. I used to rap, so I know. So when and that's for anybody uh going forward. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else that participate in this, I know. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it what it's supposed to be for the people. Um, 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 yeah. I don't know. He said he trying to come with a new page, Janice. He said he don't know exactly what he doing yet, but he was like when he come back, he'll tap in with everybody. So as for now, he kind of off the radar. I've been watching battle rap for years and years. It ain't got to be that long. Like I said, you know, but I would say at least 16 bars. So I said, like, let's just say a freestyle round. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna interrupt you. I'll let you spill. I'll let you go for like a minute and a half on a freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Just see how you, but if you still rocking, you know what I'm saying? Trust me, I instinctively know when you know what I'm saying, when enough has been done. But a minute and a half or something on a freestyle is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got instrumentals already loaded up. I ain't trying to get hit for no copyright. They my beats, so I know that my beats is cool. Um, and everything like that. I ain't trying to get in no so we got that, or we got acapellas. We got acapellas too. The freestyle round, I'll put that to a beat automatically. You know what I'm saying? And you know, because but the battle round, I think I want that one a cappella. So I want whatever each one is saying toward the other one to be loud and clear. So just rap. That's it. Just rap. Now the 16, the written rhyme. Okay, if you rap, you know what 6 to 16 is. So clearly it'll be a 16 from this one or a 16 from that one or whatever. That's it. Long as it's at least a 16. So really, the only thing everybody got to really do is write the little battle 16, because the other thing is a freestyle and the other one is something you wrote already that you just putting on display. You said you just wrote a 16, or some beat you said you just wrote too. So dig in the crates for round two if you have to. Let me think of a verse that I got that's still hard that I could put on display right here and then run it. Only thing with these beats, this the only thing that's tricky with these beats. The signal is different. So if you notice, like when Yaya did his little rap, it was on beat on my end, but it was kind of off beat for him because the beat ain't getting to him. The signal's not getting to him in real time like I'm hearing it and playing it on my side. Feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I know that, but it's still 16 bars ain't nothing but just think of it in terms of 8 sets of rhyming endings. So if you can do 12, then that ain't nothing but 2 more sets, or that's nothing. And then think of it like you're getting paid to do it. Yeah, easy work. You can sit on. It's something you can sit on your ass and do. It's something where if you really good, you ain't got to think too hard. You know what I'm saying? It's easy work. So he might have seen you and you didn't see him, but all I would say to that is just think of if you had to battle a motherfucker. Just think if you was facing life and you had somebody in jail. They said, okay, y'all, both of y'all did this crime. One of y'all going home, the other one getting life, and wrap your head. And you go from there. You know what I'm saying? Let that light a fire beneath you, brother. Yep. Living on the odds, man. Well, salute to everybody in the chat. I'm really trying to catch Yaya ass so I can run this by him. I emailed him, but I don't know if the frequency as to which he checks his email account. Yeah, man. Please have your battle rap ready. Please have your rap ready. Don't let him uh just get an easy round just because you didn't write it. Because then you got to sell the other two. No, he gonna show up. He gonna show up that night. I'm talking about I need him to show up now so I can tell him this information. So he'll know what even though I feel like he already done wrote or is writing, so that's the hardest part. So I feel like he gonna be prepared, but I still don't want to be, all right, I don't want to be springing nothing on him at the last minute, like, okay, this freestyle round. You know what I'm saying? Okay, he's like, oh, I didn't know we was doing a freestyle. I didn't know we was spitting a written. You know what he gonna do. Yeah. Trademark you is too fucking funny. And don't even be trying to be funny. Hell yeah. So this should be a momentous occasion. It's crazy because I tried to pull this off in my sector, and you already said what the outcome was of that. So it'll be dope to see it happen, and ain't nobody scared. You know what I'm saying? But everybody claim they rapping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when I bought it up in my sector, and we had that was just me and Napoleon. We had a little pot open, and everybody was acting like they was with it. And then, as the time was going on, I was telling everybody choose your beat and trying to lock everybody in who was going to be in it. And motherfuckers got quiet as a mouse, but everybody was talking this rippity rap, and they so good at rapping and all this and that. And then nobody wasn't trying to be in the contest. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a 16 bar contest. Yeah, this was probably was this what was that? Wait, who in here was there? I don't think nobody in here was there. But it probably was like a year ago or damn near a year ago. And I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was all these rappers. I'm like, hey, come on, easy money. I said, and I wasn't even in it. I wasn't even in it. I said, it ain't gonna be fair if I'm in it. I can't. The Terminator can't participate. I'll be back. Nah, let me stop. Hell yeah. But I mean, it like see, and what it was. Matter of fact, that'd be inaccurate because Yaya was already saying, Yaya was willing to do it. He was already in on it. Yaya was in. I think Dread was in and Land Diesel, but we needed more because what kind of contest is three people? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like a bunch of people that rapped, so that were said they rapped in that Fillmore Africa sector. So I was trying to get everybody that rapped to do it. Yeah, super duper pause that one. I'm glad you said that, brother, because I was finna throw that out there. Hey, motherfucker, yeah, I know you probably, yo, is your ass in here or what? I'm gonna be in the bushes. I'm gonna have to tag him in this shit or something. I might just make that the title. One for one, 3 rounds, one freestyle, one written, one battle rap. But to be ready for him, VC. Yaya seemed like he got a little bit of like he got that comedy in it too, like a Eminem or something type of style. I'm full throttle like a genie out the bottle. Yeah, it was funny though. He do got a little comedic element to his shit. He got serious when VC was saying all that shit. I said he must be writing some shit on you, dog. He writing some shit on VC. Yeah, I usually be playing when VC said was talking that shit. He got quiet and disappeared. We said, yeah, where you at? I said, oh, he writing. So he mad. He said, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be. He said he getting disrespectful with it. I said, oh, it's gonna be one of them battles. Cupcake says she probably stopped by. But don't give no hints to your destruction. Yeah, he yeah, he telling his shit. Yeah, I got a toilet. Yeah, I keep it flush. Clean it with the bleach and clean it with the brush. Yeah, they call me little toilet. Yeah, my car, I oil it. Growing corn is solid. Barbecue, I fall it. Water, yeah, I boil it. Spring coil it. Burger King had them roiling. Got a Whopper, I enjoy it. Happy Meal, I toy it. Panda Express, so it. Girl, yeah, I boy it. Fake rappers, I know it. A little toilet, I destroy it. The hell? Flim Flam, Tambourine Man, Jamboree Jam, Jelly Roll, Belly, Button Slam, Scammy Soaps, Gun Sandwich, Sandy Vagine, Channel Dummy Hambone Fame, from Phone Family, Wrong Round. I don't know why they blocked that, but yeah, he act like he wanna he wanna rap bad. Kenny Mo, he wanna rap real bad. He come in rapping. We had to unlock him another round. He might be a good candidate. He's just a ghostwriter. Yeah, he VC ghostwriter. Kenny Mo gonna write all VC shit. Hell yeah. And work with VC and shit on a 16 and shit. It's gonna be like Rocky 3. I have VC out jogging. Like, you gotta get your wind back up, so you can split a 16. VC could be collapsing and shit. You remember on Rocky 3? Had that nigga running on the beach and shit and some sand. Damn it, I can flow all day. Oh yeah. Yeah, Eye of the Tiger. Whatever the hell they was saying. Yeah. Kenny dying for someone to listen. You take this hand, son. Do do do. You trade your passion for glory. Trademark be on a nigga head. I got I got I got Todd, my manager, Moni the secretary. I think trade gonna be like the I feel like you would be good to talk in court. You either need to be an attorney or security when I go big time. PR, yep. That's a good one too. Merchandiser, public relations. Yeah, that mean go spread the word. His high school song, like he made it yesterday. Yeah, I know all his raps anyway. All them, that them videos he used to be showing. I'ma know one if I hear it. Okay, 12 on the odds. So we got the battle rap this Friday, Friday Night Live, 3 rounds. First round is a freestyle round. The second round is a written round. And the third round is a battle rap this round. We got the pot open for VC versus Yaya. We got the pot open. We got 4 people in on the pot already. Anybody want to contribute to the pot? $ JBARMS. Anybody want to increase the pot? $JBARMS. We got the pot open for people want to contribute to the battle rap prize this Friday night on Friday Night Live. So I usually be on there between 9 and 10. So we probably wait a little while, give everybody time to get there. You know what I'm saying? Because, we got people from different time zones and everything else. People going to be coming from central time zones, West Coast time zones, a 3 hour difference and everything else. So we're probably going to be on there and be live for a while, just bugging out and having fun like we always do. And then when everybody get in the spot, we going to set it off. How I ain't seen that in so long. Man, that was the movie when I was in high school. We watching that shit left and right. Body blows, no snotty holes, no potty mouth, no snobby holes. We begging blocks with 50 blocks. Got Snow White, 4-year-old snotty nose. How high so high that I could touch the sky? Yes, sir. I'm like, yeah. Where you at, bro? I feel like you know what I'm saying? You ain't got MIA. Yeah, done went missing on a ninja. Tongue twister, blue cheese. Dead in the middle of literally, little did he know that we riddled 2 middlemen who didn't do diddly. That was so hard. When he did that instantly made him legendary. When he spit that, when he did that, that in the middle of little did he know that we riddled two middlemen who didn't do diddly. An instantly legend at that moment. You know what I'm saying? And I was 13 when I heard that, and I was like, yeah, okay, that's he just put himself in the books for that one. Whenever they talk about him, they'll do some type of little documentary or a show, and they mention him as one of the best people. It'd be that moment put in there. Fist to mouth. Hmm. Yep. Double tap on the screen, hit the like button. We waiting for Yaya. I don't know. I'm a roll where I feel like Biggie make better music, so it's Biggie for me. But Pun just got a raw ass style to be that big and basically rap almost continuously. Not like on his second album, he took more breaths, but that first album, he didn't take as many breaths. It was more continuous. You know what I'm saying? Like a style like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll get you anything. Love letters and sweaters with leather seams, feathered wings and rings with emeralds right out of Geraldine's. He another one that'll flip a whole bunch of words that rhyme within one damn bar. Anything, love letters and look, anything, love letters and sweaters with leather seams. Seams rhymes with things. Then he says love letters and sweaters. Then he said feather. I get you anything, love letters and sweaters with leather seams, feathered wings, and rings with emeralds right out of Geraldine. Yeah, all that shit rhymed. Dead in the middle of Little Italy. Little did he know that we riddled two middlemen who didn't do diddly. Tell her block us entrance. Hell yeah. He could have possibly, in a battle rap, he could have possibly edged Biggie because he would have had the razzle dazzle. Especially if he was spitting something written, he would have had the razzle dazzle effect, like how I was just going to we're better in the middle of and right he would have had stuff like that would have had people like ooh, because you know what I'm saying. So probably in a battle, he probably would have had the edge, but do and even though I liked I liked his music, do I think had better music. Nah. Well, he was the first one saying that, but and then Jay-Z was saying it, but really and truly, and that became a thing. Like after Jay-Z said it, that blew up like as being so now you got a whole bunch of people talking about I don't write. And then I was rapping and I was writing and I'd tear your ass up. But I felt like it's something that every rapper should be able to do because you got a brain and one of its hallmark features is memorization. Plenty of times I've been at work or been somewhere where I didn't have paper um, before I figured out the genius idea of, oh, I could just text this to myself. You know what I'm saying? It was times where I didn't have paper, and I would come up with a line or two in my head, and keep saying it in my head, and then add another line or two and keep saying that in my head, and and before you know it, I go home, I got like two verses that I've been repeating in my head all day. You know how crazy that is to build two verses in your head all day. You got to keep saying it so you don't forget it or till you get around some paper and write it down. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody should be able to do that. So I was never, God bless the dead, Biggie, and salute to Jay-Z and every other rapper, Wayne, and all that started to say that. I never felt like that was, you know, I don't know. I felt like that's something that everybody was capable of doing. It's just a matter of doing it. Oh, let me go back. Y'all been okay. How did pun? Yeah, that's how we died. Which artist from Wu Tang could have defeated Biggie? What you did? What like to say? It's the same thing. Like, I don't think it depends on what we're talking about. Like I said, straight up musically, making music and comparing records and albums. Biggie, I think I put Biggie over them. He just had it. He had it. He had everything that would make a rapper be good. Lyrics, cadence. He can write a song, make a hit song, make a song for women, make it. He just had it, and I don't think. I think they was a little bit. They didn't have that level of versatility. So if you talking about records and songs and who make better albums, he. I feel like he'll top either anybody in there. Now, it depends on what you was looking for. Now, if you wanted to say a super lyrical, skilled uh vocabulary, like a wordsmith, and you want to make a comparison, and say if you put a Biggie up against a GZA would win every time because you know if you familiar with them, you know how he rap. Um, who else? You know what I'm saying? And other than that, yeah, or like a Inspector Deck. You know what I'm saying? I would think that'll be like his. If he had to battle somebody in Wu Tang, that's who I would put Biggie up against. Biggie and Deck, because Deck underrated. People don't give Deck Inspector Deck his flowers, but you can't beat that Triumph verse. If they slept on him at any other time during the Wu Tang era, that I bomb atomically Socrates philosophies and hypotheses, that right there, that's untouchable right there. But that's who I would, if I had to put him up against somebody, it would be them. But overall, Biggie would still trump him too overall. But in a battle, he might get off. Do a few Spanish lines in it. I don't write don't mean you high. Yeah, it don't, because it's a lot of motherfuckers talking about they don't write. And that's what got me in the modern era, 2005 and after. It started being dudes talking about, oh, I don't write, and they corny. I'm like, well, you need to write, because shit, you ain't saying nothing. You ain't talking about nothing. Motherfucking them franchise boys. So what is these motherfuckers, motherfuckers talking about they don't write? Okay, well, yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of hard comparing vastly different artists like that. Like I kind of always, and I think people just link Pac and Biggie because they was friends and because of everything that went down. But I honestly, I never really liked comparing them because they two totally different artists. And it's like, what are you comparing? Because if you talking about be a rapper as a rapper, it's clear who's the better rapper. You know what I'm saying? And who's the more technically skilled as a rapper, but they just too different for me to like. I never felt it was fair to even compare them. Like the type of music they do, you got to put somebody that's similar, a little more. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll be better off saying who better, Biggie or Jay Z. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was kind of. I remember it was kind of like, see, it got to be real. Like even if you look at Jay Z and Nas, but Jay Z and Nas is still closer to each other than Biggie and Pac was. Ghostface Killer. Oh yeah, I see Trey. You know about Wu Tang, huh? Right, right. Yeah, that's easy though. If you was coming up, if you was able to come up with the rhyme in your head and then record it, and you know what I'm saying, and they was punching in. If you was able to, then you had it good. Imagine me, like I said, and I remember the job where I did that the most was I was in like I think it was like '05, '06. I was a receipt checker at Kmart. You know when people leave in the store and you check their receipt to see what they got. And I used to be up there at this little podium thing, and I didn't have no paper. You know what I'm saying, or nothing. So I used to be, coming up with stuff in my head, and I would have to remember it. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I used to couldn't wait to get home or so, or I stop at a store. I might have a pen on the way home. Be walking home and get a receipt, and I'll try to write what I can on the receipt. You know what I'm saying? Or if I had a business card, it's times I done took out if I had some type of business card and just wrote it on there, so in fear of forgetting it. Because you will forget it. Like Jay-Z said, I probably lost 5 or 6 albums like that. You will forget it. And when you forget it, it always seemed like it'd be some of your best shit when you doing that. You know what I'm saying? That you will forget. We tangled and they lingo was one thing for me. I'm like, stay here on planet Earth with me. Biggie flow like a motion picture coach. Oh, Wu Tang. Okay, I thought you said we tangled. Jizzin' and Liquid Swords was a cool album, right? Biggie is on top of everybody in discussion. Wu Tang made up words to rhyme. Biggie was a good storyteller. The Wu was packed with storytellers. That Wu Tang, I'm gonna say it like this though. Um, as the smoke has cleared, I have clung to, like I said, like the old stuff from Inspector Deck because I like his stuff in the beginning, and Capadonna. Capadonna, he done had his little slip ups too. You know what I'm saying? But that Wu Tang stuff, a lot of it, because I could say back in the day, the most commercially successful, the one that was the most marketable was Method Man. He was like the star. You know what I'm saying? And he had a little style on him too, like just his style, like you know how he be rapping. He used to be like he'll like do that, like make that noise, like he got a bunch of spit in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? But that shit it made the rap sound tremendous. But I would say probably the one I felt like was the sharpest was Raekwon as a kid. But that shit super duper cartoony. I'm like, bro, y'all niggas was fronting on a whole nother level. It's hard to listen to for me now as a grown man. With to a nigga getting on a song talking about, hey yo, hey yo, tiger skin carpets, gold statues, and I'm like, what is you talking about? Like, what? And you rapping? If you got all this, why you rapping? What you rapping for? Like, it was just too cartoony. Like, I was like, come on, like it's cringy now. A lot of like when I go back and listen to Only Built for Cuban Links, like some of that stuff I skip now because it's like, it's kind of cringy a little bit. I don't know. I'm a realist. You know what I'm saying? The alleged full-fledged sledge with the edge. Okay. Damn, is that Kenny Mo? Michael, is you Kenny Mo? Would you put Nas over Biggie? Hmm. It would either be a tie or I'm gonna put Nas over Biggie because Nas is my favorite rapper. And then, but see, a lot of times I got to put Biggie in Biggie proper context. People forget, but bro, Biggie, that shit was like a blip on the radar. Biggie really wasn't here long. That was like a couple years from the time he really, I mean, he was here a couple years before he was here because a couple years before he put his album out, he was partying bullshit. The song with Super Cat, like he was doing a few features, but when people really became aware of him was Juicy and Ready to Die, songs with Total, stuff like that. If you look at that, that was like 94 or sometime in the 94, like the end of 94. And then he goes right out of that into 95 with the Junior Mafia album. He put that together. Then so when you hear that, that was him. Then Little Kim album, he rolled right into that. And then he working on his album all during that time. And then boom, he dead. So it was like that. He really, it was like 3 years. It wasn't even probably a full 3 years. He was dead. Like it was the same way with Big Pun. Big Pun, we heard of Big Pun sometime in 1998, and in the beginning of 2000, he was gone. It was really only like 2 years or a year and some change. Biggie was like 2 years and some change. So the man didn't have much time to produce no whole lot of work. So, um, you know, it's kind of hard to compare someone with a limited amount of work to someone with a whole big body of work. You know what I'm saying? If I can say, what if like let's say Nas passed away like right before, like Biggie had just did Life After Death. Nas had just passed away where it was written. And if you leave that there, uh it's a lot closer than what you think. Cause Illmatic is held, both of them, all four of them albums is classic. Nas with Illmatic and it was written, and Biggie with Ready to Die and Life After Death. But Illmatic is like, for a lot of people, a holy grail in hip hop, is held in much higher regard than Ready to Die. So if you stop them both right there early off in their career, it would be arguable. A lot of people would say it's arguable. Period. It's people out there that like Biggie better than, I mean, like Nas better than Biggie. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Now, it's crazy that you said that though. Now, I used to try to deny it too, VC. But when you go back to that song, the what Biggie featuring Method Man slid. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I knew that then when I was a kid. I used to try to, because I was such a Biggie fan, I used to try to deny it. Like, yeah, he had a dope verse, but Biggie was still, but I was lying. Bro, both of their verses was hard. Both of their contributions was hard, but Meth slid on that, the what? Now, he can't fuck with Biggie, but on that song right there, he got off on he got off on Big even who was that, C's or so one of them even said Big came to them and was like, yo, I think he got me, he shitted on me. KRS-One just turned 60. I thought he was over 60. I don't think that was a tie. I used to try to say it was a tie, but when I go back in hindsight and look at it, he didn't edge it by much. It was so close to where if somebody says they felt like Biggie was better, I still let them slide with it because it was that close. But in my opinion, and in probably a lot of people's opinion, Meth did enough to edge. He kind of edged that. Just like that same debate is on Brooklyn's Finest with Jay-Z and Biggie. If you go back and listen to that, Jay-Z and Biggie, because you got to think the reason why this is a thing because Biggie rapped so good when he first came out. Like people be trying to sleep on Biggie, and people got short memory spans. People be trying to sleep on him now and talk about him now and trash his legacy. I don't know what that thing is. They starting to do it when I be seeing it with Nas. They be kind of trying to do it with Nas too. When Biggie came out, wasn't nobody rapping like that. You know what I'm saying? That shit was different. It was a whole nother animal, the way he was rapping and the stuff he was saying. He was instantly, soon as he came out, it was pictures of him with he wasn't calling her, and then he wasn't calling himself Frank White from the very beginning. They was calling him the king. And then he called himself Frank White, King of New York. And because every time he was doing photo shoots, they was putting him on a throne, putting a crown on his head. Wasn't nobody rapping like him. People forget that. So, you know what I'm saying? No, you know, but it is what it is, man. Um, so that's why this is a debate, because it's like, okay, he was the king, but uh, it wasn't like, was it people capable of trumping him on a song? Because Method Man, a lot of people say Method Man got off on him on the what, and it's people that feel like Jay got off on him on Brooklyn's Finest. You know what I'm saying? And I think uh I don't know. They both are equally as much as a tie. You know what I'm saying? Because Jay-Z was getting off too on Brooklyn Finest. I don't know, boxing class, man. Jay put in some work, man. Jay, I don't know if you ever heard Reasonable Doubt, but that's probably one of the best rap albums ever. You know what I'm saying? Ever. That shit, you could put that up against anything. And you could play Reasonable Doubt, because a lot of you got classics and you got bona fide classic. A bona fide classic, you put it on and let it play. That's what we called classics back in the day. You could put it on and let it play. Now, if you got no, you can't have no more than two or three of your songs not be perfect, and we'll consider it a classic. But back in the day, that joint had to be the and Reasonable Doubt. You could play that all the way through. I always like Riff Raff, Tupac for life. Jay-Z is definitely in the Yeah, he in there. He and people like, I don't know, people forgot Jay-Z too. Jay-Z reigned supreme, bro. If you look at it, when it hit like 1998 and he had that Hard Knock Life, Jay-Z reigned supreme for like a good for a while. The only people that was really And then he was just larger than life because of the business stuff he was doing as well. But the only people that was really making noise on that level uh was probably Eminem. Like during his little tenure, the only people that was really making noise similar to Jay-Z was Eminem, Nelly, and DMX and Ja Rule. And Nas during that resurgence after they had the battle, Nas was buzzing crazy, Stillmatic and Godson, you know, '01, '02, '03, and all that. Like during Jay-Z whole run. You know what I'm saying? He may be whack, but I don't care. He also helps a lot of artists, even with the issues with releasing music because of how the industry is. What you talking about, Riff Raff? Nas has had less than stellar albums before, but Big died early, so we only got two. Those two play. Yeah, but see, I still count all his work because he wrote that whole Junior Mafia conspiracy album. I don't feel like that was like a classic or less than, or you know what I'm saying? He wrote that whole album. He wrote Little Kim first album, and it was a good album, but I don't feel like it might be people might let it get by as a classic, but you know what I'm saying? It was a straight album. You know what I'm saying? You know, my plight was that you know I can hear it and appreciate it for what it, but it was blatantly written by, and they be trying to deny that. Like I know I was listening hard enough and to lyrics enough to know that Foxy Jay-Z was writing a lot of stuff for Foxy Brown. I could tell how she was rapping it. It was clear as day that Biggie was writing for all them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, you know, um, but on his solo albums, yeah, on his first two solo albums, yeah, uh, it ain't no flaws in them, and on Nas first two albums ain't no flaws in them. You know, he didn't have as many hits as Nas, Pac, and Biggie. That Big Pimpin' with Jay-Z only hit. What? Nah, bro. Shit. Let me see. Jay-Z first hit, it wasn't a big smash hit, but it was still a hit. His first hit was what was it shit? Ain't no nigga like the one I got. He had that. His second album was some of his strongest stuff, but he didn't really have no hit singles off of that album. Now his biggest hit song still to this day, and we ain't going to even factor in the writing that he do, but his biggest hit still to this day was probably Hard Knock Life. That was a big ass song with that Annie in the chorus. You like Jay Z sound? Oh, okay. No artist is bigger than Jay Z. Yeah, he had some hits though. All Jay Z hits is features. It was 100 Degrees and Pimp C popped up in a fur. Yeah, you right about that. He used a lot of big lines, way past pen. I mean, in my opinion. There was too many of them niggas to keep up with musically for me. I was too young to keep up. Method had an after slur with his bars, right? Mhm. Yeah, but Pac beat a lot of dudes though. Um, cause like if you give me a bunch of CDs and let's say I'm riding, Pac Pac he had a good ear for production too. All that easy mobile like that shit. Like so that's some of my favorite stuff. Is the stuff he did with Easy Mo B. He had a good ear for production, and he wasn't the lyrically. I know he was his to me his the best he ever was lyrically. People be talking about because they just his most popular albums. People be talking about Machiavelli and All Eyes on Me. I like both of them. I like Machiavelli better than All Eyes on Me. But the best he was lyrically, where he really put his lyrical ability on display. Because like I said this before Me Against the World, Pac was saying the same thing over and over again. Some people don't like when I say it, but he was saying, Mama told me I'm on the block slinging rock, ducking from the cop. He said that over and over and over. But when he really came into his own was Me Against the World. And that's apparent when it first dropped. If I Die Tonight and all them songs, So Many Tears, go back and listen. He showed that he had lyrical ability, and he got so many songs that I like. It ain't probably no. If you put he just got a lot of music. I can out listen to him over all the other rappers I like. So I like all the Biggie 2 albums, but I just got less to work with. You know what I'm saying? So if you say is it more Pac songs than Biggie songs that I like? Yeah, it's by the sheer volume of them. He put in a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? Um, Lyric from Ghostface Killer Winter War song. Nas definitely over Biggie. Biggie wasn't here at all, barely in his yeah. DMX put on. That was a wave when DMX came out. That was my favorite year in hip hop. Was 1998. That year, period. Especially the summer. Nori first album, Cameron first album. Onyx had that Shut Him Down, Big Pun, Capadonna. Uh, Jay-Z had Hard Knock Life. DMX put out 2 joints that year. Well, within a year span. Best female. Yeah, I like Queen Latifah. I can't say I got into Yo-Yo too much. I like Queen Latifah. I like Lauryn Hill. I like Jean Grey. I don't know. Y'all might not know who Jean Grey is, but the firm. One album. Eve and Foxy. It was by You God. Going off the ledge. Tony O, what up, bro? Salute to Tony O if you still in here. I'm kind of behind. I get caught up when I start reading rap stuff. Was the only feature on Biggie album. Tony O drinking that lemon thunder or just some beer. Expect the decade to Capadonna 2 best verses in the clan. All right. I kind of agree with that too. Yep. Yeah, well, that was Eminem. That was that ain't debatable. That was anybody that tried to debate Eminem and Jay-Z Renegade is just a hater. That was a blatant slide. He blatantly slid on Jay. That wasn't even comparable. That's that ain't it. That's like Biggie and Method Man was close. Biggie and Jay-Z was close. That's actually what I would call getting shitted on your own shit. Another female artist from the 90s, Foxy Brown and Gangsta Boo. Uh, I would want to say Fox, but I don't. The Foxy didn't write her own shit. You know what I'm saying? Now people don't say nothing, but oh, there you go. I was just about to say I seen the post. I was about to say Mia X shit. Mia X write her own shit. Mia X tear these a lot of man. Look, because Mia X out rap damn near every nigga that was on No Limit, and not that that was hard, but you know what I'm saying. If you could put it's still you could put for as much as uh, the average dude try to look down on a female at MC. It wasn't too many people on there that can out rap her. You know what I'm saying? Probably Mac or you know what I'm saying. Such certain a couple people. Yeah, I know I'm behind. Y'all motherfuckers typing fast. I'm catching up. I'm just enjoying the conversation. MC Light too. A Reasonable Doubt was a baller's classic for sure. Yeah. Chats is popping on. Chronic album was the best for me. I still never heard that album in full. I think I've heard it in full, but never just sat and listened to it in order. Like I just heard scattered song. East Coast against the West Coast. Who from the West got ups on Jay-Z or Nas and Biggie? The only people I think you would say shit. Cause if you gonna say Jay-Z, Nas, and Biggie, that's like the biggest on the East Coast. So you would have to pick the I don't see and this is what we get because really I don't say Pac because he really ain't from the West Coast. Um so you gotta say Snoop, Ice Cube, shit, Dre. Like you gotta pick all the top dogs over there if you want to compare them. Special ed. Um I don't even know if I remember him too special. But I know that that's a friend of mine, cousin, special ed. I got it made. Jay Z, come and get me, nigga, was a hit too. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah, that was hard. That was my favorite song on that volume 3. I remove your roof, nigga, let the sun shine in. 38, 38 wastes enough to put 1 9 in. Even the 36 without the gun, I'm thin. But when the gad is tuck, I'm fat as fuck. Slow your roll at VC this West Coast. Special ed. West Coast. West Coast sucks. Easy Mo B follows me on Instagram. We not Easy Mo B made some hard ass beats though. Legendary. Believe you said Big J and now who you got? Snoop and Dre the game, Kendrick Lamar, that's it. No, I said he mentioned the big dog. He made Jay, Biggie, and Nas. So I said if you go on the West Coast, I can't really count Pac because he really from New York. So I would have to say the who the biggest over there. It'll be Snoop, Ice Cube, and Dre. The game, not so much. He's second tier. You know what I'm saying? I think when it's all said and done, Kendrick could be held in a higher regard than him. You know what I'm saying? But Game made some good music though. He definitely panned out better than I thought he did because I thought he was going to go down when he left Dre. He did go down in popularity and sales, but he still he still put on after that. DMX bring me to tears like Tupac. Warren Hill spit to Nipsey. West Coast I'm waiting. I mean shit. Dr. Dre, Snoop, Spice One, Brother Lynch Hung. I'm going on Mac Dre, Bo. I like some of Spice shit too. Spice One. K and KRS Run, feeling around you. No limit. No, I couldn't get with him. I fuck with No Limit, just certain people. I couldn't, as a whole, a lot of them people he was just signing and putting out albums because he had branded that Tank and No Limit so much to where anything he put it on was selling. So he just was signing anybody. But Fiend, Max, Soldier Slim, even some of P shit, people can say what they want to say about P, but P got some albums that's hard as fuck. You can't. A lot of niggas ain't got no Ghetto D in their discography. You could take some of the best rappers that never made an album as good as Ghetto D. That's a hard ass album. Or Ghetto's Trying to Kill Me, or Ice Cream Man. So he knew how to do enough to squeeze. But you can say what you want to say. Master P is not a one hit wonder, and Master P does have classic albums. He might not be the best rapper, but shit, he ain't no worse than a lot of these little young motherfuckers rapping now. Rip I Granddaddy IU. That was the first album that I listened to in full. I was a big ass fan of Granddaddy IU. Rakim, the Brat. Y'all having the West had more of an underground sound with that G. Nah, that I ain't gonna call that no underground sound, Boston Class. That sound was universal as hell. That G-Funk sound, that shit was the biggest thing. That's what had the West Coast took over. Cause it started on the East Coast. The West Coast took over. Well, it started with that NWA, and then it was in full swing by the time Death Row came around. That was that whole G-Funk era. That was a wave. And then when you really look at it, the East Coast got it back. They got it back with, definitively got it back with Biggie probably, but it started steamrolling just before that with like Nas and Wu-Tang, like Illmatic and Wu-Tang came out, and then that's when they started getting a little bit of more spunk. And then by the time Biggie came out, it kind of started to go more, and then it was more even. But then Death Row messed up with their own damn self because Dre left, Pac got killed, Suge went to jail, so that was just it. And then it was like kind of dead over there on the music tip as far as something real big until the Game came out. yeah, yeah, motherfuckers tripping. FC Breed ain't no future in your front head. Spice One, never heard of him. Spice One hard. I fuck with Spice One. See, a few people I like on the West Coast, y'all probably don't listen to. I like the underground cats. Like I fuck with Evidence from Dilated Peoples. I fuck with like that whole Living Legends collective, Merce, Blue and Blue and Eli, Exile, all them cats, them Living Legends, the Grouch. You know what I'm saying? They like more underground type of cats. Hieroglyphics. I like MC8 too. Some of his shit, you know what I'm saying? P had an artist named Skullduggery. Oh yeah, that he was a pedo. He died too a few years back. I'm known to break no ruckus. Don't take my no chain off, lift up the bed too hot. But I'm fucking yeah, Silk the Shocker. But hey, let me tell you something though. You say what you want to say what you want to say. Go back. Silk the Shocker got an album called "Shit." Charge to the Game was cool, but go back and wasn't nothing wrong with Charge to the Game. Go back to Silk the Shocker. The Shocker is free on YouTube. Go put in Silk the Shocker, the Shocker, and let that shit play. And come back and talk to me next time we go live. And tell me that shit ain't hard. You say what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he was, but some of these little motherfuckers nowadays, they have given Silk a new leash. You know what I'm saying? He getting a lifeline with some of these motherfuckers and all this shit. Dre bought that sound out. Yeah, that G-Funk. Only if my non talks. So the Shocker is terrible. Nah, he might be, but I'm saying he done had an album or two. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'll listen to Sook before and Pros before I listen to Magoo. I don't like Magoo voice. Haitian, what up? Mac Mall, Drayden. Drew Down, Sugar Free. Simba and Corday from the West, more my speed. I caught up. You crazy as hell. Go listen to Sook the Shocker, the Shocker. Yeah. He get it he get his flowers on. He get his flowers on. Motherfucker, you the one had matter of fact, yeah, since you you the one had charted to the game, I got it from you. You know what I'm saying? I got it from you. But and that ain't no bad album. It ain't no bad album. He just had a weird style. His Silk the Shocker was an acquired taste. How the hell the man was selling 1 and 2 million albums, and then the females liked him, so you can contribute some of it to that. But he wasn't no one hit wonder. He had a couple singles. He had a couple hit singles. So as far as corny as it was, for I don't know how he got by. He got by though, bro. But the Shocker, he wasn't rapping like that on the Shocker, and he had hard ass beats, and he was lyrically a step above. I don't know why he changed, but he changed after that album, after his first album. I'm gonna give a motherfucker the exact credit they deserve. He don't deserve no credit for his rap style, but he deserve a credit for making a good album. The Shocker is a hard album. Same thing with Master P. Master P, I can't give him credit for his lifestyle, but I mean his rap style, but I got to give him credit. He pulled off Ghetto's Trying to Kill Me. He pulled off Ghetto D. You know what I'm saying? He pulled off a few albums. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I rock with Fiend. Fiend, one of the only ones that still Fiend about to come out with a documentary. He one of them only ones that's still making some noise. He went and was doing he do that. He worked with Currency in them Jet Life. Fiend lasted because when No Limit fell apart, Fiend went to the Rough Riders. They just never put an album out on. He was over at Rough Riders. C Murder had some moments. He had a few moments. And he wasn't all that damn good of a rapper neither though. I mean, but he had a few moments though. He had some moments. One thing I know about New Orleans rap. I always been a New Orleans rap fan. That was a whole little interesting wave though, because during that time, and I think that's what made them sell. They had a unique presentation because like people say P was buying them out, bro. I know a lot of people had No Limit albums. It just was they name was popular, and I think it was just their whole presentation, them for them cartoony album covers, and then they was the first people that had a chain with their record label, and every artist had a chain. Every artist had a diamond Rolex. They just had a little presentation, and there was so many. I was No Limit everything. And this motherfucker was in a movie. Then this motherfucker turned around and had a toy. And this motherfucker had his own clothes. It was just they were just caught up in the whole of it. And then when it got old, it was just like, all right, you know what I'm saying? It was over. It kind of started declining after that. You got to say Cash Money because Cash Money's still doing it now. But No Limit did what Cash Money did in like a 3 to 5 year span. Because it started really and it snowballed. It started really in 94. And by like 2000, 99, 2000, it started declining. You know what I'm saying? But it started in 94 with their success. But the real success, the real true success was in 96 with Ice Cream Man, and then the True album in 97 and all that. And it rolled into 98, which was the biggest year. Then it started declining in 99, a little bit more in 2000. And after that, it just was, he just, yeah, it got too gimmicky. But that man outdid everybody. That's why they don't like to mention his name. You know what I'm saying? But I remember watching that shit. I was like, man, and a lot of it was because he was from the South anyway. They was just doing him like that because he was from the South. You know what I'm saying? But he taught them. Even Snoop said it. Snoop said it wasn't no money till he came. He taught everybody how to make money. I ain't gonna say they had fire CD crack. Yeah, it was funny to me though. It was funny to me. You want to know, like, bro? We used to laugh about, me and my friends. We used to laugh about like them pen and pixel covers. You have all them diamonds on it. The funniest album cover ever from No Limit was it was an album cover called, with a dude is actually Soldier Slim cousin. His name Full Blooded. If I could put the green screen up right here, I'll show that shit. That shit is hilarious. I'm gonna post it probably in my community wall. If y'all know that, if y'all heard of that shit, Full Blooded Memorial Day. It was probably like the worst selling No Limit album and one of the worst albums, period, that came out on the label. And probably the lowest selling album. But it was Soldier Slim cousin. And that shit, he had on he was like in the sky and his hands was going down into a graveyard and digging up some graves with his hand. So in his hands he had like dirt with cross, the tombstone, like the cross tombstones, and in his hand. It was the stupidest looking. And what made it so funny was that he had his tongue poking out his mouth like you'll see. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tag. Unless y'all can see it now, I'm gonna tag y'all in that shit in my community wall. When you see how he got his tongue poked out, I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with this nigga?" Like, who took that picture of him and sanctioned and allowed this? Who okayed this album cover? Like, man, Master P ought to be ashamed of himself for that shit, bro. Yeah, he said they had fake watches. Romeo, we can grow together, go to show together. Yeah, he was. Oh, Messy Mar. Hell no. They said Messy Mar went crazy. He's still in jail, ain't he? No, I think he out. They say he messed up now. Cash Money had money in real watches. Yeah, yeah. They said he was wearing. Turk said they had Geneva watches. Oh, well, I think he said Geneva. I'm about it. Movie, go watch it. Yeah, I've been saw it. Napoleon. Shit, he had that shit. All interviews said Birdman had a million. Uncle Sam at 16. I remember when Cash Money first blew up. Like, I like the music, but I remember we used to be laughing like my sister, because we used to be like me and my sister, like these niggas act like they ain't used to nothing, because you know they was proud as hell of them watches. You know what I'm saying? And you remember them first Cash Money chains with the black onyx on them, and I mean they was talking about diamonds. I'm like, do the chain got diamonds in it? Because I remember when they first came out, I would them chains, it looked like they had no diamonds in them, bro. It looked like it was just like a little bit of gold and some black onyx in the middle. And we was and that, like, I remember my sister was like, you can get that shit in the flea market with them dollar signs on them. But after, you said, after, them chains started getting diamonds on them chains started getting bigger. The motherfuckers blew up after that. But I remember that first time we was exposed to them on a national scale was that juvenile, and that motherfucker was holding them cheap ass. And you look at the end, they was holding them chains up and shit. I'm like, that what ice? I ain't see no diamond on them motherfuckers. Yeah, yeah, he gone now. We go way back. Trademark. Oh, you know him? No, Boosie jewelry real now. I felt like Boosie and Webby, when Boosie was on Trill, I felt like they jewelry was fake. Trademark, you from the Bay or you from Southern California? Oh, okay. Yeah, but yeah, they jewelry used to be looking real, and Webby still be wearing that. Webby, Webby, Webby should have some money because Webby didn't blow his money on stuff a lot of rappers blew. Because if you look at Webby jewelry, Webby got that same damn jewelry that he had the whole time when they came out. Give me that, but you know that. And INDEP, that was all. This was what 2005 and six and seven and all that when they blew up, and he still got the same damn jewelry. He ain't buy all that shit. I ain't even hear about that. I seen something about it. I ain't even watch it. You know what I'm saying? It don't surprise me either way. You know, everybody into that now. Seem seemingly. Yeah, that's crazy. Like his Messy Marv, his whole decline like took place on the internet. He like declined on the internet real bad. You know what I'm saying? And I think it started in like 2015 or so. Like you just started seeing him popping up on the internet, and he was just looking. Well, you could tell he has probably some addiction issues. Moni, why you popping in here incog? You know what I'm saying? Why you popping in from alternate means? Moni in the building. So anyway, and I was like, man, like you could tell he's having some issues, substance issues or whatever. Then the next thing you know, the robbery videos when he was in Reno and everything, it was like that stuff. And then it was just more arrests, and then him running down and Vallejo jumping out on Jade, jumping out. He just doing a lot of stuff. And I was like, man, the next thing you know, you seeing him with no jury, people seeing him around the hood. I was like, man, that was sad to watch. Where they at? I don't know. I ain't seen Yaya. I'm like, I hope Yaya ain't Yaya, man. This ain't like you to not be around. I hope Yaya ain't back out. Because I saw you was live and listening to music. Yeah, so basically I came here to try to catch Yaya to deliver him the message that I delivered to VC. You know what I'm saying? We got a pot open, it's 4 people in the pot that's contributing. If anybody wanna the pot is open for anybody that's gonna see this that wanna add to the pot, which is the prize. 4 people have contributed to the pot so far. You know what I'm saying? Uh of course, it ain't no loser, so even a participant will get a small fee for their participation, and but the majority of them, the pot pretty much going to the winner. In 3 rounds. First round is the freestyle round. Second round going to be the spit a written 16. If they run over a 16, fine, but we need at least a 16. And then the last round is going to be like the battle round. Like, I feel like Yaya, if he participating, he writing something, and VC said he gonna have his wrote today, so that'll be settled. And then it's gonna be 3 judges. We scoring 10-9 rounds. You know what I'm saying? And Moni said she wanted to be a judge, and I volunteered to be a judge, and Ty said she want to judge too. So you know, and that's what it is. So I just wanted them to get that information. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just be springing that on nobody out of nowhere. Okay. Oh, okay. You got my cat. Okay, cool. Uh, all right, Moni. Uh-huh. Moni, VC was scared for you to be the judge because y'all was arguing. He said you don't like him. He said, "Man, you got to be a judge. She don't like me." Uh, You'll be all right, VC. I don't think they'll do nothing like that. Yeah. Oh, you fair, huh? Like my granny always said, I don't like you, but I love you. Yep. So we'll be in here. So I'll be in here sometime between 9 and 10. You know, talking and everything. The usual. Chopping it up. Give everybody time to get here. Hopefully, ain't nobody renege and everything else. If you don't want to do it, either participant, just let it be known so we won't be sitting and waiting. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know where y'all. I ain't seen y'all since yesterday. Prim and prepared. Yep, this should be cause Yaya got a little comedic element to his shit, so this should be kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? I already laid out the rules during the freestyle round. Don't be trying to spit no written and think I won't know. You know what I'm saying? I'ma know. Yeah, cause it's definitely it's some people in the bushes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't. So it really essentially ain't no. Uh, it's like sharpening swords. It's like you know, it's a little light contest. I ain't gonna call it the battle because it's three levels, three tiers that we doing right here. You know what I'm saying? Um, like I said, first round freestyle, second round written. So we gonna see what your freestyle ability like, what your written ability is like. Pick your best written, and then what you wrote towards this motherfucker. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Well, VC was here. VC say he gonna be here. All right, yeah. You've been kind of quiet today. Don't you know how everybody gonna be talking. You know how some people is if you don't show up. I hope you show up Friday. Cause Yaya usually be here. I'm like, Yaya, you locked up or something? What's going on? Damn. You know they gonna sit and be talking about this Friday. If you a no show, don't let VC run you off the block. Nah, it's all in fun though. Yeah, good time. Have fun with it. Ain't no loser. Well, uh, like I said, I damn, I usually go on between. I like to say 9 o'clock, but a lot of times I'll be a few minutes late. But I usually go on between 9 and 10. But I'm gonna wait until because how StreamYard be operating. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wait until probably an hour or a little over an hour after I've been on, and I feel like it'll be in full swing. Everybody to be done caught on to okay, the day live, the little battle going on or whatever, and then but more importantly that both of them here. Yeah, these motherfuckers scared to rap. Y'all wanna come on get these damn ducats. Come on get these that money out there. You wanna come on get paid, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Cause I mean, Yaya ain't been scared, but I don't know. Sometimes he seemed like he was game for it. Yaya been coming up here the past couple weeks, chopping people head off. Yes, you know what I'm saying? VC, you need to get your ass on your channel and promote. Get all them motherfuckers, them people, real right uncut people, and tell them to come over here and watch your ass battle. But not, you better write your rhyme, boy. Don't let Yaya slaughter you, boy. Fig said whoever win getting the record deal. He said he's signing whoever the winner is. Yep. Trademark signing whoever trademark entertainment. Yep. Trade, that's your job. You say you public relations. You public relations trade. You got to get out here and promote, girl. Tell them we having a battle rap, girl. We having a battle rap, girl. Let them know. Hour and 48 minutes. You know. But yeah, we gonna hang for a little bit longer. I just came on here to say that, and we gonna tag Yaya in this. Hold on, why? Whoa. Okay. Double tap on the screen for me if you didn't do so already. Y'all here? Is anybody? Let me make sure, cause you know how. Hold up. Yeah, see, look at it. Okay, I'm wondering why I had to go on my other phone. It's frozen. I'm not seeing no comments on this phone. Ain't no telling how far. Let me see. IV, me too. I know if he gonna selling wool tickets again. Okay, 5 for both part. Okay, that's where I left off at. The phones. 2 out of 3. Yeah, best 2 out of 3. Okay, books. Note we independent. EBT Records. No 360 deals. We independent. Miss Louisiana, what up? PJ, what's going on? Yeah, yeah. It's this phone. It stopped after Moni last comment. I wonder why it did that. Hmm. Yeah. Let me see. Can I guess I can comment from this phone, and y'all can hear me from the other one. Yep. Okay. Now we. It is what it is. So yeah. Yeah. Friday night, man. All right. Yeah. You don't show up. We tagging PJ in. PJ, you a battle VC? 3 rounds. I'm going to bed. Oh, up for all business inquiries. Get at me. Good night. All right, trademark. Yep. Appreciate everybody coming through the chat. Mm-hmm. We trying to get us to even couple hours here. I just can't. I'm just a messenger. I just came to deliver the message tonight. I don't know. I don't know. He popped up through here yesterday, and we bought up about the thing Friday, but he didn't say nothing. He said I don't know what he said midday something. I don't know what he said he was doing, but I don't know. Nothing much, just chilling, cooling. Same shit, different day. That's just not my problem. Niggas talking shit, bitches talking shit, not my problem. That's just not my problem. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Who all visit today? We had Miss Janice in there, Blue Cheese, Trademark, Lil Haiti, VC Napoleon, Monica, Moni, Miss Louisiana. What's homie name? Michael. I believe that was Kenny Moe on a low. PJ. And we got others, a host of others in the bushes. Well, Friday Night Live, we got a rap battle, I guess. We supposed to be having one with VC and Yaya going head to head. I just made it 3 rounds to make it interesting. I know they should, both of them rap. They should have old raps. They can spit their best written rap that they got already. They got to write one rap for the battle round. You know what I'm saying? And then they got a freestyle round. You can just rap off the top of their head. It's 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 huh? Oh, it's it's a good promo for people channels and you know what I'm saying, and everything else. But anyway, yeah, we up on this 2 minute mark. Appreciate that, Moni. So we up on this, I'm a 2 minute mark, this 2 hour mark. Appreciate everybody coming through. But I'm about to get ready to hop off this joint, man. Big IV, Big Four. About a few people for the people. Like, share, and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can stay tapped in as well. I'm up out of here.